Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel, Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we do the soap opera reviews. We're going to be talking about the one that aired for The Bold and the Beautiful on yesterday, November 30th, um, which was season 31, episode 52. Okay, all thing I can say is, Liam is just not listening. His listening skills gets an F. Okay, I'm hoping Wyatt breaks the whole thing down because right now Bill is just doing too much deceitful stuff and he's just evil. He's just evil, y'all. They got him playing the evil role this episode. Let's get right on into it, okay? We got Liam is still praising and singing accolades to Steffy. It's making Steffy very uneasy, nervous, and guilty. Steffy Stills says she wished she basically never walked out on Liam and never had to face what she's continually being faced with on a daily basis. Because Liam keeps putting her on this Mother Teresa type of pedestal and she can't take it. Her nerves are just shot. Because he's been definitely honest with her. But, like I say, if Liam would have slept with Sally, he still would have came back and said, I slipped up, I fell and bumped my head, and I slept with that woman. But he would have had the responsibility and just been truthful. That's just how he gets down. All right. But Steffi can't seem to adopt that type of attitude. She wants to say she was disgusted with Liam's acts and this, that, and the third. But hey, she has committed a definitely big act to be confessed about. Okay. So it's kind of tearing her apart. But I'm like, go on and spill your guts, shame the devil. Okay, and get it over with. Let the cookies fall where they may. All right, but Steffy and Bill are thinking about one another in that unfaithful night. Okay, then we got Bill is thinking about Steffy becoming unglued and a threat to his plan of action, which is to keep that secret of them sleeping together buried. Okay, and she's wanting to tell Liam everything, and he just can't have that happen. So I was like, so what you gonna do, be a killer? Because that's the only way that secret not gonna come out. Okay, but it still has a way. The truth still has a way. If it needs to be told, it has a way of surfacing anyway, indirectly or directly. Then we got Bill knows he will lose everything and will be despised by everyone. Okay, he would just have to leave Los Angeles altogether because nobody would want to even be bothered with him. But um, we're forgiving human beings, so it may occur, but it's still gonna be some bad blood. You hear me? Bad blood between Liam and him. Then we got Coco and Sally are having small talk at home, and Sally's getting ready, and Coco's trying to figure out, where you going? What's going on? So she half reluctantly tells her sister Coco that she's gonna drop in and see how Liam's doing for herself. She don't want hearsay. She don't want to go and ask other people that hang around him, even though she just saw him on Thanksgiving and everything seemed to be well. She got to go make her own. She got to insert herself in a situation that she should not be inserting herself in due to the fact they both, meaning Steffi and Liam, are still married. Heck, they even renewed their vows. Okay, so I'm like, come on now. Come on, Sally. Your time will come to have Liam if it's meant to be. Don't be the added catalyst that starts the flame up again. Okay, but she inserts herself. She goes over to see Liam. Liam is kind of like trying to figure her out, like, why are you here? But I'm like, you know why she here, man. She's still smelling for you. She's still smelling for you, okay? And then plus you just want to feel the tension if there is any between them two, or they still have a little chemistry of liking one another, hidden but still being felt emotionally when they both get together. So she just want to be nosy pretty much. Then we got Sally is revisiting the possible death scene and the kiss he planted on her and stuff, and that just really motivates her to go see her man, or in her mind, her man. Okay, but little does she know. Come on back to reality, honey. He's still married, and Steph ain't trying to get that up. Even if and when she exposes the real truth that she slept with his father, she still ain't trying to get him up. Okay, so you're gonna have an uphill battle fight, Miss Sally, with Steffi. Then we got Coco is telling Sally to not run into Steffi. We don't need those kind of reactions. Okay, or negative interactions, I should say. Like, look at Coco trying to look out for her sister because she knows she might get beat down. She knows she might get beat down. But Coco asks Sally, is she okay? Because she knows she fell for Liam because they had both experienced that near-death experience, and she just really feels that, and Coco, you planted some seeds in her mind too that she possibly can get Liam, which I don't know where that's coming from because anybody tried to step on you and RJ's territory, you would be all on them like white on right. So girls, sit back somewhere, stop inquiring because we don't want to know. We don't want to know what's coming off in your mind. Okay, and then we got Steffi wants to sail away with Liam in the ocean, down the blue sea. And I'm like, where are you getting this from? You don't hang around Bill too long. He don't MK Archer Joe behind thinking you just run away from stuff and not face anything. Or you thinking you get Liam on the sea and you go on and confess your sins to him. Everything's gonna be, cool. But I'm like, Liam might throw your behind over the boat or the yacht or whatever dinghy y'all might be sailing on in them blue seas. Okay, have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that, Steph? And then you'll be nowhere to be seen. Liam probably be in jail, but it just is what it is. You'll be eaten by the sharks if you get my drill. So, Liam go to think about that thing, and he was like, "Oh, that's a good idea. This is around the Christmas season, and I really want to be with my dad." So he's putting his dad on a pedestal higher than he should as well, and it's just making Steffi sick to her stomach. Then she's like, "Okay, oh yeah, you're right." Half-heartedly admitting that he was right. Like, nah, you can't get away, Steph. You can't sail in the deep blue sea. If you wanted to do that, should have went with Bill when he's trying to coax you on the stellar Mars, and y'all figure things out while y'all away for a week, okay? Or how y'all gonna come back and face everybody. But you didn't want to take that option. And Liam is not going to take that option with you because he wants to be around family. He wants to renew, repair, and move on. But can't do that, can you, Steffi? Because you're holding on to that big, big secret. It's not about kisses, not about playing footsies, okay? It's more so about you being in the bed, having intercourse, sex with your husband's father. Now, how creepy and upsetting is that? Not to mention the morality compass has fallen into the deep blue sea too. Okay, sort of with the Titanic, if you get my drill. Okay, just can't get away from your evil deeds, Steffi. Confess and shame the devil, and let the truth set you free. Okay, let it set you free, Steffi. But Liam claims he's still on board with just spending time with the family and his dad for the holidays. So she, going to get off that little soapbox that she was on about trying to whisk him away, where nobody could expose her secret until she wants it exposed, if that ever comes to fruition. Okay. Then we got Stephanie doesn't like that response. The guilt is eating away at her. Liam noticed her uneasiness and he gathers her into his arms for safety. I'm like, boy, you need to be pushing her away and tell her to confess her sins. Be like the Catholic Church. Just sit on the couch and say, confess your sins, my child. Okay? But anyway, we leave that situation. We go to Coco. Coco and Delita are talking about Liam and Sally, and Delita has pretty much figured it all out. She didn't know about the kisses behind the scenes, this and third, but she was on point. So y'all may call her a little dingy boat or a dingy in the brain, but the girl is on point when it comes to them relationships in between a man and a woman. Okay? She on point. All right, then we got Liam is talking with Sally at his home. He's trying to fill her out, see where she's going, this, that, and third. He's looking like a deer in headlights, which he always does look like a deer in headlights because he's not faithful to no one. Not really. He could be truthful about the whole situation, but Liam needs to come to the realization that he cannot be held to one woman, at least not at this time. In his eyes and how he behaved, he never should get married. Never. Okay? He should be a Hugh Hefner without all the sex bunnies running around. All right? Then we got Steph is overseeing Bill, and she's confessing to Bill that she can't handle the situation anymore. She wants to tell Liam. But Bill says, no, 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 no. Not in this lifetime, you won't. Bill just loves to be in control, even when it can cost him everything. He can lose everything he worked so hard to build and have in this lifetime. And, he won't have a family anymore. Not a true family that's there to fight for him, come life or death. He don't have any friends. He don't really too much have any friends anyway, because Steffi pretty much told him, Bill, you don't have no friend. Don't I love you? he said told him point blank and period. Don't nobody love you, Bill. I was like, go ahead, girl. You have your funny points at times. Give me the comedy. Give me the humor. I love to laugh at y'all when I'm looking at y'all on TV screen. That's my mindless entertainment. Okay. And then he can look salty in the eyes of the business world. You know, how can you definitely sleep with because you know somebody gonna leak it out. Somebody gonna leak it out to the blogs, the press, and everything, just like in real time reality. You know, people, celebrities do things, normal day people do things that's like unheard of, and they make the news, and everybody gets front row seat, and they make their own perceptions or speculations of what happened or what drove them to that insanity to do such horrific things. Okay. Then we let me see. He'll be totally isolated, meaning Bill, if the truth ever came out. You know, everybody gonna give Steffi because she's gonna just throw in them tears and waterworks, and she's gonna blame the catalyst being Sally, and she's been on so much stress and anxiety and da 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 da, and you know they're gonna eventually forgive her. But Bill, no, he's gonna be the villain forever and always. Okay. But everyone, you know, he says he loves Wild his heart, but he's only just lying and trying to cover up the negative deeds that he has done just because he feels he can, and he has the power and the money to buy his way out of any and everything. That's what that money do to y'all. That's what that money do to y'all. That's why, in the biblical sense, they say you can't love Mammon and the Lord. You can't love one. You can't love both of them. You got to choose between one or the other. Okay? Because they don't mix. They always have that conflict of interest. Okay, then we got small talk still going on between Darlita and Coco um, about Steffi's situation and how it affects Sally in the end. Then we got Liam and Sally over there are talking about Steffi's acceptance of the whole situation. And then Liam had made some speculations and some facial expressions, like he still can't believe that she was just so forgiving. I'm like, yeah, you need to go with that thought, get you a glass of wine, and you think about that. You need to do some research because that's just not like your wife. Not in the past, and surely not gonna be in the future. Okay. Then we got Bill is trying to pretty much MK Ultra, trying some techniques on Steffi, trying to brainwash her. But basically, he's just bullying her, making her choose evil instead of doing the right thing, which is good. Stay in the light, Steffi. Stay in the light if you can. Okay, don't go to the dark side with Bill. That's where he lives. That's where he resides. He comes out a little bit and shows some type of humanity towards human beings, but then he goes right back to the dark. He goes right back to the dog, honey. But he's telling her, you know, honesty is just overrated. You can't do that. I will lose everything and you will lose everything, especially when you say you want a marriage with Liam. But guess what? You can't falter a relationship, whether it's friendship or a relationship with a man and a woman, or, you know, same sex, whatever, with lies. You can't do it. You just can't do it. One is going to win over the other. Trust and believe. And it's going to be somebody, and everybody would love to be told the truth and let them make the decision on how they want to deal with it versus being lied to the rest of their life. Okay, living on the false pretenses, not going to work. Okay, then we have but you know, like I said, Stephanie should basically go on to tell the truth, shame the devil, get her conscience clear, and move on. Okay, because everybody make mistakes, and they do it for, you know, whatever reasons, thinking it's the best thing that they should do after rationalizing. And some people do it just on the spur of the moment, just spontaneous, and in hindsight, wasn't a good deal. You know, either way, it's not where you can't progress and move forward. You might not be moving forward with that person, but you know, life still goes on. In other words, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, then we got small talk going on with Darlita and Coco again about Steffi forgiving Liam and how, you know, a good woman she is, and this, that, and the third. And Sally's indiscretions, and Darlita's asking Coco, you know, well, they only share kisses, you know, so it can be like a thin line of breaking trust and loyalty to one person versus the other one. But, you know, still, where does that leave Sally? I'm like, it leaves Sally in the dog, okay? Because she had no business kissing on him in the first place, all right? Because she can't predict her future. She thought she was going to die, and look what happened now. All righty. She living and having to have to live with her indiscretion because that's basically what it was. You can't be kissing on no married man, then telling somebody you love them. You can't do that, okay? But anyway, we got Liam. Liam is still talking to Sally about Steffi's reaction. Liam is saying all the right stuff to Sally, but he's really not listening to himself about Steffi's actions. He's saying how she took the information, but being a human being, being a woman, and somebody tell you that, and it has to be your husband telling you he committed, you know, this indiscretion and stuff that could have led to a lot more, but it didn't. And you know, but just the point. you know, women gonna be going off. And how she went off on him, she should have been coming back that same way. Maybe taking and carrying on. Talking about, I just want to forget this. Yeah, that's when you should have been like, what have you done? You know what I'm saying? You didn't leave with this attitude. So he's asking, or he's basically telling Sally what he's observed with Steffi. But he really hadn't sat down and put them feelings to his face. You know, like looking in a mirror and asking certain questions and thinking about that thing. He really needs to be thinking and listening to what he's saying to other people. Then it probably makes some sense, like what his brother Wyatt was trying to tell him. Something ain't right. Something ain't right in that milk. It ain't smelling kosher. It ain't smelling kosher. Okay. Then we got Bill still trying to convince Steffi not to tell the truth, keep the lie alive. You know, this, that, and the third. Bill need to be knocked upside his head and hit down to the floor and all of this and that because he needs to be taught a lesson. I mean, he's been running rampant for the negative for really this whole year. They need to just knock him down a few notches. Just let Wyatt and Liam run the company because his dad just need to take a permanent vacation to go find himself pretty much. That's what he need to do. That's what he need to do because all this, oh, I love Brooke. Oh, I love Katie. Oh, now I love once again Steffi. It's just getting on my nerves. Now I can see where his indecisions and indecisiveness comes with women. So Liam gets that from his dad. He just haven't realized it yet. Then you know, Bill goes on to be telling Steffi that they're what they had that night. They had that fateful night. He's considered. I call it the unfaithful night. But he called it faithful night. It wasn't tawdry, he said. It wasn't dirty. And it wasn't by accident. It was destiny. He didn't use the word destiny, but he said it was meant to happen. I'm like, Bill, wait a minute now, you confusing me. First you telling her to don't tell the truth. Now you finna give your or spell out your undying love for her that y'all really should be together and this, that, and third. I'm like, okay, you're making me dizzy. It's like I'm on a roller coaster and I just keep going around and around or a Ferris wheel to keep going around and around. I can't get off. Can't take it, Bill. You're making me dizzy. Then we got Bill says to Steffi, we made love, honey. That's what it was. It wasn't no cheap love affair. We made love. Not just sex, just, you know, getting your groove on, getting you off and all like that and moving on. You know what I'm saying? Friend with benefits type of situations. I don't believe in it, but, you know, some people get down like that. All right, but Bill said he loved her. He loved the situation that had happened. It needed to happen. I'm like, wait a minute now. You just said keep the secret. Are we exposing each other now? All right. And then, you know, like Bill just did a 360 turn and started expressing his undying love to her. He's basically telling Stefan they were meant to be together. So I'm like, okay, are we going to be together? We're going to go out in the sunset on the stellar Mars and wish all our troubles away? Are we going to deal with this? What we going to do, y'all? What we going to do? I don't know what the writers are doing. They definitely trying to do a number on my mind, but I ain't buying it. I ain't accepting it. Hey, the truth need to come out. Tell the truth, Shane. The devil is what I'm talking about. Let the cookies fall where they may. That's why I'm going with this, y'all. We need some truth in this situation. But anyway, I'm just thinking we were in the Twilight Zone with that last scene. Him holding on to her, confessing his, you know, his love and all this. I'm like, man, this is too much. You were trying to unconfuse Steffi, and it just seemed like you confused her more than ever with that last statement you tried to plant in her head. I mean, her conscience is really damaged now. If it wasn't before, you don't really damaged her now. Okay? All right. Y'all, that was the Bold and the Beautiful. My rendition, my perception of the story of how I feel about that yesterday's episode, which was taped on November 30th, 2017, Thursday, and it was season 31, episode 52. Thank you guys. We'll look forward to looking and telling y'all about on today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. December 1st hadn't aired yet, but I'm getting ready to go to work. Just wanted to get this video out to you all. Okay. So thank you for always coming to my channel. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you must. But I do indeed appreciate if you do subscribe and tell other people to subscribe to my channel and share my videos, y'all. Share my videos. And have a wonderful Friday afternoon, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.